Hey guys, Duke of Disney. Today we're going to be talking about Run Disney. A couple weeks ago when I was running my marathon as part of my Dopey Challenge training for 2019 Dopey Challenge, I was just thinking about all sorts of different ideas or things that I wanted to talk about for a video. So here we go. I wanted to start off just talking about, if you're a runner, you've run some races, you haven't run, why do you want to do Run Disney over any other race? And the obvious aside, that it's Disney, the run's in Disney, you run through Disney. They really just do such a great job. Just keeping it fun. You're running through the parks, character stops, music. Everybody, dressed up. Honestly, it's really, Disney does a great job, but it's really everyone else that's running Disney that really makes Run Disney great. If you love Disney, running Disney is just the best. Price is a little expensive. I think for a 5K, it's somewhere around $80. 10K is like maybe 100, 120. Half marathon, I think, is around 180. Marathon is probably in the same ballpark. But for like Dopey Challenge, I think that's like almost $600. Goofy Challenge, I think, is like $350. It can get kind of pricey. So, trying to decide whether you want to run, not run, challenge or not. Obviously, if you have run and you really like getting medals, obviously you can see a whole bunch of the medals that we've gotten here. And the medals are great. It's just they're fantastic. I'm a pin collector. Medals are just like giant pins, and I have them displayed right here next to where I run on my treadmill. So I need some motivation, everything's right here behind me. So, deciding whether you just want to run one race, whether you want to challenge. Obviously it's up to it's an individual preference. From my standpoint, if I'm going to go, put that time and effort into going, first and foremost, the resources between hotel and flights to get there, I'm going to do as many of the races as I can. So for me, I'm always going to do a challenge. So like Wine and Dine's coming up in just about a week. So obviously we're going to be doing the 2-course challenge. So that's the 10K and the half marathon. So you get a medal for each of those, plus you get a challenge medal. So for this, it's Lumaire's 2-course challenge. So that's one of the big things for Wine and Dine. Marathon weekend, you've got the 5K, the 10K, the half marathon, the full marathon. Then you've got the Goofy Challenge, which is the half and the full. And then you've got the Dopey Challenge, which is all of the races. So for the Goofy, you get the half marathon medal, the marathon medal, and you get a challenge medal. So that's Goofy's race and a half challenge. And then if you do Dopey, which is all 4 races, you get the 5K medal, 10K medal, half marathon medal, marathon medal, you get the Goofy medal, and then you get the Dopey medal too. So you end up getting 6 medals. Plus you get a shirt for each of the races. So if you see like right here, this is the shirt from last year. This is from last year's Wine and Dine 10K. Mickey's looking pretty dapper there in his chef gear, cooking, running through Epcot, pretty sweet. From after being a runner and running a bunch of Run Disney races, some of the people I work with, they joke around. It's like every time they see me, I'm just wearing a running shirt. Honestly, I pretty much, when I'm not working, I only wear running shirts. So unless I'm going somewhere nice where I have to wear something nice, I'm pretty much always wearing one of these. But that being said, I pretty much never need to buy another shirt ever, just from all the races I've run. But so that's kind of running a race. choosing Run Disney. Challenges, not the challenge. Obviously, the hard part about challenging from my standpoint, honestly, isn't the miles. It's really the getting up at 2 a.m., 4 days in a row for Dopey, or 2 days in a row for Wine and Dine. 2 days in a row really isn't bad, but I'll 4 days in a row for Dopey, you're definitely getting tired, towards the end. It's and making that decision about whether or not you're trying to bring the whole family along, or if you're just doing it as a spouse getaway, or a singles getaway, or a friends getaway. Having done this both, just my wife and I together, and also having done it with our kids. We did Star Wars weekend a couple years ago, I think 2017. After having done a couple of days in a row, getting very little sleep, that last day when the family wants to go and be in the parks, it's a long day. I'll be honest, I'm pretty sure one of those days, I think I fell asleep in Spaceship Earth for a few minutes one time. Maybe in one of the other shows too. But it's really worth it. It's so much fun. You get to experience the parks in a way that you really just wouldn't get to do otherwise. Getting up to run up and down World Drive, around Walt Disney, seeing backstage areas, it's just super. I mean, I just can't stress enough how awesome it is getting to do that. So that's Run Disney. What to do challenge wise. So guys, that brings us to the end of part 1 of this. I'm going to break this up into 3 parts just to kind of keep it short and manageable.